I'm Alok, and my preferred pronouns are he, he, ha, ha.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about this person named Alok, pushing back on his narrative because I find it quite hateful. I don't think he wants to build bridges, and he expects everybody to respect him, but it is not in reverse. So I don't know what this person's pronouns are, and I'm just going to say he because that's what I see there. And no disrespect, it's just basically what I visually see. So with that, thanks so much for liking, subscribing. And my channel is our channel, really. going. And this one's going to be a little funny because, you know, it gets a little bit heavy here sometimes. So let's have a little laugh at the expense of this person who wants to laugh at all of us. So, fair game. That's what happens when you open that door, my friend. So I'm going to start with this one because I think this one says a lot about this person.
I'm Alok, and my preferred pronouns are he, he, ha, ha. Some of my best friends identify as members of the cisgender and heterosexual community. And I know that you guys are going through a lot right now.
Wow.
That's why every morning during my sun salutation, I take a 15-second breath to acknowledge how difficult it must be for straight people to remember how to use they, them pronouns.
Wow.
Don't laugh.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest issues facing their community. I mean his and her community.
So right there, great example. I'm glad I started with that one. This person has zero respect for anyone else. When you want to build a bridge and you want your pronouns respected, you also have to respect other people's choices. So he came right out the gate with making fun of his own pronouns, which, you know, if we did that, we'd be slaughtered, okay? So remember, Alok's pronouns are he, ha. Don't forget it. So you can call Alok he, ha. Now, that being said, he went straight after the cis heterosexual community, which I'm going to show you in most of these videos. He's constantly going after cisgender, straight people. It's actually, it's not shocking to me. It's pathetic. He's so adamant. He's in this also really projecting this very victimizing, oh, my whole life has been so horrible. First off, I don't know why he claims to be trans. I don't see hormonal usage. I don't see you trying to transition to look like a woman. I don't see any of that. That's not trans. Non-binary, gender, queer, all of that. But when you lump in trans, I'm going to push against you, buddy, because no, you're not. You are gender non-conforming, non-binary, queer, whatever else you guys say you are. So just that, first off, really upsets me because he just went after the whole basic world and made himself feel as if he's so special and making fun of you wanting to be a he, him, or she, her. And then your pronouns are funny, but his pronouns are not. It's just pathetic, and it's getting to be quite old, if you ask me. Okay, let's check out this second one.
There are over 500 pieces of legislation trying to prevent cis people from confronting themselves. They're fighting for the constitutional right to not have to look at us so that they don't have to look at themselves.
What?
James Baldwin taught us a long time ago that people go through great lengths to avoid an honest mirror. And what trans people have become to the society is an honest mirror. The question that I have for the world is, what are you so afraid of in yourself? And why are you taking that out on us? What has...
You know, that's what I keep saying. Why is he speaking for me? I don't feel that way. I don't feel like you fear me in any way. I've been doing this for 32 years, buddy. And everything was going actually amazing before you decided to take this platform and your word salad. Almost every video I found of you was blah, 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 because you're an academic and you have to use all these words and you move words around so you sound like you're really super intelligent. Well, not to me, you don't. You just sound like you're moving words around and to make it seem like you're more intelligent than everybody else. And then everybody's just like Wow. No, dude, you're wrong. First off, there's not 500 bills. You're wrong. Secondly, the bills are being passed to save children from the likes of people like you. Okay? So stop making this up, because when you lie and you get caught in your lies, then people don't believe us anymore and people don't think we exist. So first off, stop speaking for the trans community. Okay, that's why I tell you I'm a transsexual. I'm not part of that stuff. And secondly, you always talk about everyone else being fearful of you. Well, I'm a little fearful of you, buddy. So does that make me transphobic? And this idea that the world is fearful of us. Want to know how you make the world less fearful of us? By building bridges and coming to them with your hand out and saying, how can we coexist? You might never agree with me. I've done it. I live it. Every day I live it. You want to push against the world, and you want people to be angry at you, and you want to be a little victim. It is so obvious in everything you're going to say here. Everything.
Trans and gender non-conforming people are saying, hey, everyone, I want to be able to exist. I want to be able to walk outside without being spat on. I want to be able to live and not fear dying. I want to be able to wear what I'm wearing and not be called brave. I want to be able to actually have people regard my humanity, not some one-dimensional trope that they're getting from these racist and transphobic algorithms. And people are saying that's a threat. Darling, the threat is a system that has made you mistake your latent disassociation as a personality. That's the threat.
See, there he is again with his word salad. What? What are you talking about? I don't feel unsafe. Okay? You are making an effort to feel unsafe. Now, I'm not saying the way you dress and all that. That's totally why we live in a country. I bet if you went to India and dressed like that, I'm not really sure what would happen, or go to Southeast Asia, it might be a little bit of a problem. We live in a country here where we're allowed to dress as we please. People aren't always going to like it. People aren't always going to say things. I don't know where you're coming from, but people aren't always going to like the way you look and the way you dress and how you talk and how you walk. And it's like you think that people just have to bend over backwards to make you feel comfortable. Okay? It's about time you start taking responsibility for yourself. And here's the other thing. I think we should have diverse voices in our community. You are more than welcome to say what you need to say, but you don't speak for the community. These are all your own opinions. I am an actual elder of this community, and I have built bridges, and I have moved forward in my life, and I do get along with the rest of the world, okay? And I'm not like the perfect person, and people don't like my tattoos or my choices that I have made in my life, but I don't really care. I'm not blaming them for that. I make my own choices. You make your own choices. That's what you should be teaching the generation of millions of kids who follow you and think you're like a god or a goddess. You should be teaching them that taking responsibility for your own self before you are worried about what other people think about you. You're constantly talking about how bad cisgender people are. By the way, buddy, people don't like to be called cisgender, but do you seem to respect that? No, you do not. But there you go with your hypocrisy. You expect everyone to get on board with your way of life. It's just mind-blowing to me.
The way that we have come to see ourselves is through the anxieties and insecurities of a straight cis society. Through people-pleasing,
wow,
fawning, self-deprecating, self-deleting, self-betraying, groveling, minimizing, and these behaviors have become so learned, so precise by us, that they've come to resemble our very personalities. I think about this when so many cis gay men tell me that I'm an embarrassment to this community, that people like me are just taking it too far, just looking ridiculous, seeking attention. I see them in me. I see them in my own doubts and fears. That fear that runs on loop in my mind, that no matter what I say, you won't listen to me because of what I look like to you. Too colorful, too flamboyant to be taken seriously. That my silly and very pretty words will not be enough to rewrite the faith that you have in farce and the doubt that you have in dreaming.
Oh my God, dude. What? First off, right out the gate, the cis straight people, and then the cis gay men who say, please stop representing us. You're making a fool out of yourself. But you can't hear any criticism. That's what it is. I just figured it out. You don't like criticism. You don't like people to tell you, maybe slow down a little bit, buddy. Maybe speak for yourself, my friend. Maybe understand when you take this path that other people are going to think X, Y, and Z. That's what it is. You want the whole world to accept you, yet you are not in any way, shape, or form willing to accept the world. So I want to say this to you, Alok. I have no hate towards you in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, that's not where I'm coming from here, okay? I'm sure one of your people are going to show you this probably. No hate. What it is saying, look, take some responsibility for yourself. If you're so into meditation and understanding and you're so spiritual and you're just this guru of a person, why are you not looking inside yourself and understanding why you have self-hate or self-deprecation or whatever else you're calling it, and figure out why it's coming and stop blaming it on everybody else? That's the first number one thing to learn when you want to move forward, not only in your life, in your transition and becoming your authentic self. It's all taking responsibility for you and stop pushing it on everybody else. So with that, my friends, I'm going to leave you with this. You know, I am kind of fed up with all of these sort of celebrity, like influencers. They have a lot of power. It's all good. What's not good is the messages I find them all to be bringing. One day, all of these people will be gone, okay? And there won't be any more of them. And there'll be a lot of mess to clean up. And I foresee that mess. And it's why I step in and I say these things. Because I, as a person who have transitioned, and it's helped me tremendously become not only a better human being, but to actually love myself. And those words are very powerful to say when you love yourself. And I do. I care about myself, I care about you, and I care about the future of all of us, not just some of us. Thanks so much for watching, friends. It means a lot to me. You know, like, subscribe, get this to somebody who might need to see it. Just laugh a little. I'll see you guys all on the next one.